Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Throwback Thursday spread. This week I'm planning for the week of August 12th to the 18th, and the kit that I am using this week is called Dream Plan Do. It is just a very fun planning themed kit, just kind of a planner girl esque, and I paired it with a confetti foil bundle in silver, and I think it just turned out really pretty. You'll see in this spread that near the end of the week, I really don't have anything written down of what plans I had. So it's going to be extremely bare at the end of the week. We have a lot more plans during the beginning. But I guess when I was back planning and trying to figure out what I was all doing, I had nothing written down, no pictures, no text messages those days. So who knows what I did. So I use a lot of full boxes to try and fill in the space. So you're going to see that in the second half of the video. But this week is very exciting, and the reason why I ended up using this themed kit is because me and my planner friend decided to go to a cabin and spend the weekend, or not the weekend, a couple days planning. We both felt like we really needed to catch up on a lot of our planning, and so we wanted to just spend a whole bunch of days just planning, doing nothing else, and man, did we ever. I felt so accomplished when I got out of there. Unfortunately, the momentum didn't stick. I kind of fell off as soon as I got back, but that's okay. It was so fun to just be able to hang out together as well as just catch up on some planning. So that was really special, and I really hope that we get to do it again because it's just really fun. I was inspired by one of my other friends. She often does that with her group of friends as well. They kind of go away for the weekend and just plan a bunch. And oh, that just sounds like so fun. I feel like you could do it with just like any craft. So like if some people want a scrapbook, sometimes if you just want to like play games or something. I know me and my other friends, we've recently just started doing like hobby hangouts instead of just one specific task. Like one of us might play video games, one of us might puzzle. We could read, we could plan, we could do whatever. We have so many hobbies, and a lot of them are shared hobbies. But sometimes you just want to do what you're currently working on, you know, and not feel guilty. So I feel like we've just been having fun doing little hobby nights, and that's just been a lot of fun to be able to do those things but still be able to hang out. So I've been really liking that. Oh, I'm just noticing you can see the edge of my board on this video, so I apologize that you can see the bottom. I decided to move this weekend when I was planning a bunch to move out my board to my main basement area so that I could still hang out with my family but film videos at the same time instead of just being in my office. And that was like a game changer because I could still chat with them, I could answer all the questions the kids have, I could be with my husband and watch our show together, but then still get some planning filmed and done. So that was just really nice. I think moving forward, that's something that I will do definitely, especially for these back planning videos, because I can do a whole bunch in a row. Currently what I'm doing is I'm setting up a whole bunch of bases one day and then doing a whole bunch of pulling stickers and then doing a whole bunch of laying down, so that you just get like a whole bunch of the same thing out of the way, and not having to start all over. Because one of the things that I hate doing but love the way it looks is pulling washi. I hate matching up the colors and taking the time to put it all away. It just seems so tedious and long that I hate doing that part. So if I can do it all in just one day, that to me is much better. So now I'm just finishing up the base here and we'll get into the day-to-day plans. So starting on the Monday, I was still babysitting my sister's dogs. If you watched my last plan with me, you'll know that I babysat my sister's dogs for the second half of the week prior. And so I just had to take care of them in the morning because they were going to be coming back, and as well as I was leaving this day, so I wasn't able to watch them any time after that. And then I did end up going to the fabric store in the morning before leaving, and we wanted to go and see what it would be like to get the coverings the seats in our camper redone because they're just really old and dingy, and like we just bought our camper secondhand recently this year, and it's quite an older style pop-up tent camper thing, and so we just wanted to see if we could reupholster it. We also wanted to see about, because we had that rip in, or sorry, we had to change a board in our camper. So basically where the door is, it was like not latching properly. And so my husband inspected it. We saw that one of the boards was like completely rotten out. And so he had taken that board off of the camper and gotten a new board, sealed it, and put everything on it. However, the inside of the camper has this like almost like a wallpaper type fabric lining thing, and we were trying to find something very similar to that to kind of match it. Unfortunately, the fabric store didn't have anything, but we found those like stick-on wallpaper type things to be like a really, really good match, and we felt like they were gonna hold up for a camper, so that's what we ended up using. It looks so good, and now I kind of want to do the rest of the walls in this stuff because I think it turned out really, really well. So who knows, maybe down the road. But we still haven't covered our couch cushions. Maybe we'll do that. That was supposed to be one of our winter projects that we needed to get done. And then I decided to pack up my planning supplies. So because we were going on this planning weekend, the majority of what I was bringing was my planner stuff. So I was trying, the week before, I was like planning what kits I all print, like I printed a bunch of kits that I had them already. I did a bunch of foil for myself. So today was just making sure I had everything, put my washi in a bag and my planners and stuff. I felt like I had very, very, very high ambitions of what I was all going to get done in a weekend, totally forgetting how long it takes to actually do a spread. So I brought like 3 years worth of planners, and did I do that many? Not even close. Like I didn't even catch up on my current one. So I definitely had big ambitions, but the good part about that is that I do have all those like kits for 2 years at least, all printed and cut, so that's really nice. And then I did drive my kids up to my parents'. They were going to stay there for the week, and that was one of their weeks that they were staying there in the summer. They usually go a few weeks in the summer or spring break and winter break as well, just to kind of get to visit with them. And then I picked up my friend and we went to the cabin and checked in and immediately started planning. Like immediately, we like put our suitcases down and just like sat at the table and planned. And we watched Big Bang Theory like the entire time we were planning. So that was super, super fun. Both those stickers are from Beto & Co. On Tuesday, it's going to be very similar. I just marked that we stayed at the cabin and we planned all day long. It was fantastic. I loved every second of it. We watched a lot more Big Bang Theory, and then we decided to stretch our legs and go for a walk. It's a very beautiful place where we were staying. We were staying on, I think it was Lake Manitoba, Lake Winnipeg, I think. And so we were staying in a little cabin close by. So it was a very, very pretty area, and it was a very nice day. So we went for a walk, and then we ended up making nachos in the evening. I had never made nachos with like tater tots before, but she had the idea and it was just fantastic. So that was really, really good dinner that we made that day. On Wednesday, we checked out of the cabin in the morning, did the little cleanup things that you need to do when you do a rental, and then I did drive home. My kids ended up staying at my parents' house again for the whole week, so I just was driving home by myself. And then I marked that my husband had a haircut this day, and the kids ended up going to the zoo with my mom this day, so I wanted to mark that. I grabbed Burger King for lunch. I cleaned up my planning supplies. We had Pizza Hut, and my husband had his baseball game. So just another busy day when I got back home, just a bunch of things that we need to get done. But again, I was so tired from the drive and from the week away, so we didn't do a whole lot. On Thursday, I marked that I did work this day, again, because I took 3 days off, so I needed to do a lot of work. And I really did not have much to put in here. I marked that I got my nails done, so I had a nail appointment. And then our friends did come over this evening and we hung out with them. Probably played some games or some video games and just kind of hung out. And then those stickers to mark hanging out was from Planner Mania. And I liked that they were bigger because I needed to take up a lot of space. So that was perfect for what I needed. On Friday, I only had 3 things as well to put in here. I put that I worked, I ended up getting my brows done, and my kids came home. So my mom texted me saying that the kids were ready to come home. So we met her halfway and then drove them home, and they were so excited to be back. So because I have such a little space to that was taken up, I ended up putting another full box down, and I was trying to figure out what was the best way to rework because there was going to be so many full boxes just in a row, and I didn't like the look of that. So I ended up moving on Saturday the full box up. And okay, so I might as well just say Saturday, the only thing that I had written down was that we did our dinner and a movie night this day. The movie was 101 Dalmatians. And so I knew I wanted to use this tall box to kind of fill up that entire day. So I just put my movie marquee down, measured up this full box, or this tall box, sorry, and then just ended up cutting off the very bottom of it, just to fill in the space so that it wasn't so empty. I actually think the spread overall looks really good. You can't really notice it until you kind of look specifically on the weekend that there is no plans on those days. But yeah, it's not ideal, but it did work. And then I ended up doing my extender box for my movie marquee along with my 5-star rating of the food and the movie. We watched 101 Dalmatians. I gave the food 4 stars, or sorry, 5 stars, and the movie 4 stars. I think the movie is good. It's just not like one of my top favorites. But I know that we really loved the food. I think we had pizza, Pongo's pizza or something like that. And then we had like canine crunchies for dessert, which was like, what did we do for the canine crunchies? I think we did like puppy chow or something to that effect. I kind of forget. And we did like Rolly's milkshakes, so we had milkshakes for dinner. So it was a very good meal that we had. Yeah, so I'm just kind of rating it in. And I just like to fill in my star ratings with my mild liner markers. I did recently get the new I don't know how to say those markers. They're the alcohol markers, and they are fantastic. I think I'll be using a lot of those from now on to fill in my star ratings. But I just had this nice gray, and so I used that. So I'm just going back and filling in Friday. I think I wanted to put Saturday in first because I had that big gap, and I kind of wanted to figure out where I was putting this full box because I knew I needed to put another full box in, but I didn't want it to be exactly lined up with the other ones on Saturday as well as on Thursday. And the sticker I am using for my brows is actually from Planner Monkey Co. I got this one like a super long time ago, and I'm not a huge fan of like stickers with icons and words attached. I've kind of moved away from that, so I feel like I've been keeping this for a long time, but I just decided to just use it, and I felt like it was better on like a washi strip as opposed to like a label. It just, because I didn't want to write brows again, you know, like, so I just kind of put it down. And then that sticker from Kids Come Home is from Stick with the Plans Co. And moving on to Sunday, my husband actually was going on a motorcycle trip for a few days, and he left that morning. So sad, he left. But he had a great time. He traveled to the West Coast, I think he got to BC and he just camped there and kind of toured around and checked everything out. So he went by himself, and then me and the kids were staying home. And I don't do very well when I'm home alone, so I did a lot of things to keep me distracted. I worked on my puzzle a lot. I was currently working on a big 2,000 piece puzzle, so that kept me very busy and very distracted. So I was working on that. And then I did go for a walk with the kids this day just to kind of stretch our legs and get out of the house. And that sticker is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And in the background, I watched a lot of Real Housewives because that is one of my favorite shows to watch when it's just me at home and don't have to worry about like my husband not liking that show. So I got to watch a lot of Real Housewives. And then that sticker is actually from, oh, it's a very old shop. I actually forget the name. She had, basically there was these awesome TVs, and then on the side it said like Disney Binge or something like that. And I just cut off the words and just used the little TV sticker. But she closed a long time ago, but her shop was awesome. And that's where that sticker is from. And then I did end up going into the hot tub in the evening. So yeah, it was a nice relaxing day, but I was definitely trying to do things to keep my mind off of my husband's journey. I always get so nervous. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!